I just think England are a good side, Denmark are a good side, and it was always going to be a close game. I think I can't say look at this game and say this is why Southgate ain't good enough.
He should be beating. He should be beating this team. I don't care what you say.
And he might. But I think maybe you're overrating the England team, and therefore underrating the job that Gareth Southgate is doing. I think you think
the guy is crap.
Therefore, they should be blitzing all these games.
The guy's crap.
You can't be crap if you get back-to-back semi-finals.
We went back-to-back. Back-to-back. Nations League.
Get their agendas out of here. I don't want to hear it.
You're the one with the agenda. It stinks.
You lot will say that Klopp is a flop.
Penalty. That must be a penalty. Yeah, penalty. We're going to be going all
Gareth Bumblegate, man. Oh,
I don't see you cursing up the Denmark manager like this. Curse him up, yes.
Listen, it's just as bad too, innit? But right now, you've got to do better than this. How have you not made no substitutions but one?
Ollie style, innit? Ollie style. See out the game. Last 5 minutes.
Change up the game. No one wants to see this, man.
Kane with a little jink. Wins a free kick. Silly from Denmark.
Mr. God. You do not want to concede now.
Yes, I do want them to concede now because I can go to bed.
No, they don't. The Denmark defenders.
England have been worse with Grealish on. They ain't been great since he come out, I'll tell you that. He ain't really done that. I ain't creating no chances.
They ain't been great all
but then off. Denmark have also sat deeper and deeper as the half has gone on. Right, Mount. Minute to go.
Everything was
Cross.
much better
wins
first
it.
half, man.
Saved by Kasper Schmeichel. He's won every header from these corners. So give him that.
It was much better in the first half.
With Vestergaard in there.
How can two managers who are bare time as subs, Ollie and Southgate, absolutely despise subs? Because they're not good as them two were on the bench, innit? And says no subs is predicted extra time.
How can two managers use bare times as subs?
Why he gets the hate. But at the same time, only one goal in the tournament conceded.
Well, listen, I mean, if a sub comes on in extra time and wins the game, then what? It's great, isn't it?
Great decision.
Then maybe he should have brought them on already then. Could have won it in normal time.
Denmark defenders too fresh to wear them out.
Where what? I ain't seen nothing being worn, I can tell you that. Awful, man.
Jack, the Tottenham fangers. These persistent extra times are pissing me off. Some of us have got work in the morning. You know?
I'm saying, just go straight to penalties, man. Forget this extra time, man.
That's what South America do.
Forget this. Go extra time in the final and then penalties. We don't need it for now, man. Get on with it.
It's full time.
Man. They're so backwards.
Oh, they're going for a long throw. No time left. He's going for the long throw.
I said the center backs have seen less action than my savings account this year.
Kyle Walker.
Oh,
long one. Still in the area, out of the area. Is he gonna blow up? Calvin Phillips. Cross.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, there's no one there to pick it up. He's gonna blow up.
How long do you want?
6.5 minutes. Grealish. Out to Mount.
Woo!
Cross. Picked up. Oh, it's that Grealish. Kane, blocked. And it's full time.
God's sake, man. Just get in the back of the net, man.
We will have to wait and see. There wasn't really a... Let's see, Grealish. Kane. Oh, Kane fluffed it. Kane just fluffed it. It hit his heel. Oh, that was the chance.
Jokers, man. Absolute jokers.
That was the chance.
Euros.
Okay.
Euros. Big Euros. The Danes are still in us. Brathwaite and Co.
Tired of this Ericsson tax, man. The guy is wild. Why are you guys still playing good for, man?
Because they're good at it.
No, they're not, man. It's Ericsson tax.
If Ericsson was there, England will be out a long time.
No, if Ericsson was there, they wouldn't even be here. This is the extra pump because they want to do this for Ericsson. Oh, get on with it.
I find it hilarious how most of this country already acted like we was in the final. No wonder no one likes us. It depends. I wouldn't say most of the country. It depends. I would say it's been maybe most of it. Probably about 60-40, I would say. Because you get the Rio, who's like, oh, we're the best team left in the tournament. We're going to win the whole thing. Fair enough, and you're a fan, whatever. And then you got Ian Wright. It's like, listen, Denmark are a good side. This ain't over. And I think you speak to different England fans, and they're all on the same. Like you speak to one, they'll say one thing. You speak to another, they'll say another thing. Can't take the "It's Coming Home" thing too seriously. It's a song that came in '96, and they won it. Well, they haven't got to. This first time they got to semis in the Euros since since then.
Did you see the Daily Mirror paper? Italy.
No.
It's Italy versus England in Asterix and Denmark at the bottom, or Denmark at the bottom.
And it's like, you're in the semi-final. You have to be excited about the possibility of the final.
Yeah.
Not a problem, innit? But I think most England, like, put it like this, I'll tell you, people that watch football, because obviously when it comes to international football, you get a lot of people who don't really watch football supporting because it's international. It's a country. I live in that country. I support the country. So those people are just pumped and excited. They're like, oh, we're going to win it. We've got Sterling, because you hear Sterling's name every week. You don't hear Poulsen and Braithwaite and that Damsgaard and all that. You don't know who these people are because you don't really watch football. But anyone who's kind of even watched the tournament as it's gone on, you knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. There was very, very few people who was predicting a win more than one goal. So, yeah, I think. I mean, that's not why most people don't like England. Most people don't like England because they colonized the world and they enslaved half the population on it. Like, that's the reason why most people don't like England. It ain't because they think they're going to win the Euros. What are you going to say to it?
No, I was just reading that comment there. Hannah says, why doesn't Southgate start his best?
Well, Hannah, you tell me.
I don't know.
Well, you tell me wait, Hannah, tell me what's his best 11. Javert, what's his best 11?
He told you he didn't start his best 11.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I want to know. So, Javert, you tell me what's his best 11.
It's not good enough, man. It's just not good
What
enough.
is his best 11?
Best 11 is Kane.
Southgate can't win.
Can't.
Kane, Sancho, Grealish, maybe Sterling. You have to, give Sterling a shout. Midfield, fine with that. Defense, Ben Chilwell.
You say midfield, fine with that. Are you saying Mason Mount dropped in? Yeah.
Listen, Mason Mount doesn't have to start. Listen,
but I'm just saying. You said midfield, fine with that, but Mason Mount's in the midfield. So you're saying?
Yes, Mason Mount should not be there right now. Grealish should have started. The reason why I say Grealish should have started is because if Grealish had started instead of Mount, all the attacking opportunities that they had in the first half, something more would have come from it because Grealish can bring that. Kane had to drop to create the chances because Mount just ain't doing that right now. So he should have started Grealish there instead of Mount. Like, I just don't get it.
All right, who's in the midfield?
The best, we say Henderson, but he's injured. But Calvin Phillips and Rice, they haven't done nothing wrong. Attacking lineup, that is literally it. Like,
all right, and the back. You said Chilwell.
You can even say Sancho could even put in Seko, whatever. But since we're saying best, Chilwell, what's his name? Maguire and Stones, and what's his name? Arnold.
Well, he was injured, so
Right
you have to give him the blind.
Obviously, but best 11, innit?
No, but he's saying pick his best 11, so you have to say who's actually actually fit. So, who would you put there?
Who's playing there now at the moment? I don't even know.
Walker. So there's Walker. There's... One second, something's going on. The ref is talking to some officials, reporting that. Let's see, what's he reporting to UEFA? I don't know. Something's happening off the field anyway. So you got Walker, Trippier, Reece James in the squad.
Obviously, if we're doing a back four, then okay, I'll understand. I'll say Kyle Walker. But if it's a back three, then obviously I'm putting in Reece James. James ain't.
You got to tell me what's his best 11. So 11 could be what formation? Do you want me to change formation?
No, but he's been playing this the most, so we'll stick with a.
So you're saying Walker or Reece James?
So. Because we'll have the attacking on the left side with Chilwell, we'll say Walker on the right side just to shore it up. Because obviously, Reece James, I feel like Reece James is more of a wing back, and I feel like he would do more attacking, and we can't have the whole team attacking. And Pickford, yeah.
Foden and Henderson getting ready to come on. Foden's more. Well, both of them, yeah. Foden looks ready to come on.
This is easily the best. Easily the best. Sancho starts, they score 4 goals. Sancho doesn't start, they're drawing 1-1 to Denmark.
You mean England play Ukraine, they score 4 goals. England don't play Ukraine, they don't score 4 goals.
You can say that too, but as it stands, the difference is Jordan Sancho.
Was Sancho even involved in any of the goals?
Bro, he was on the pitch. That being on the pitch changes things.
Being on the pitch for sure to cross a free kick into Harry Maguire. Harry Kane to head in.
But he's on the pitch. he done something because now he's not on the pitch and there's nothing. So obviously,
what you're saying is
obviously I'm being.
What you're saying is
obviously I'm being.
What you're saying is Grealish doesn't play. They score 4 goals. That's what you mean.
So that's your 11.
Listen, This is the England 11 that I would start.
Kane shoots. Good save by Schmeichel. No one can follow up. I mean, he was never going to score from that angle. It would have been a horrendous keeping error. But has to make the save.
Keeping errors happen, innit? You got to go for it.
Now, well, first and foremost, I'm going Shaw at left back, and I think this tournament supports that. I think for a game like this, Sterling goes up dribbles, but it's blocked out. For a game like this, I wouldn't have gone with both Sancho and Grealish, one or the other with Mount. That's what I would have done personally. I think obviously we know he's got 10 players. The only position he debates is the right wing, I guess, yeah, because Foden started the tournament there, then Saka came in. Saka got a knock, and Sancho came in. Would Sancho have started if Saka didn't get a knock? We don't know. The opposition is what it is. We have no idea. But I think he's playing close to his best 11, barring one position. Like I think there's only one.
Yeah, but that can be a big difference, isn't it?
It can be.
One player can make a big difference to our whole squad.
But ultimately, he's in a Euros semi-final. So the 11s that he's put out.
And he was also in a World Cup semi-final.
Yeah, and the 11s that he's put out, the substitutions he's made, Declan Rice coming off for Jordan Henderson, have obviously been good enough. Who knows what would have happened if he had started Sancho and Grealish? They might be 2-0 up because Sancho didn't track back. I don't know. I think it's all it's not all on the result, but
obviously it's all in hindsight, but because we only know what's actually happened.
Swansea says Henderson.
It's true, Henderson, but obviously Henderson's not fully fit right now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
That's the only reason.
I think
Henderson,
if Henderson was fit,
he's not fully fit.
yeah. If Henderson was fit, he starts the tournament and doesn't lose his position. It's funny. Let me ask you, Sean, who do you think England's best centre? Do you think Gomez is better than Maguire?
Listen, Stones ain't put 1 foot wrong for a whole year and a bit now, man. It has to be Stones.
There were shouts that, I mean, when Gomez was fit, that he's England's best centre back, and I was just like, well, he might be the best talented centre back, but he barely played for England. So we have to wait and see. Obviously, he's injured now. So if it happened last year, Stones wouldn't be in the squad. But we are where we are. We are where we are. And right now, Stones is ahead of him. Even if he was to come back tomorrow, fully fit, Stones and Maguire are partners. But you don't just pick one. You pick a partnership. Pick a partnership. I'm sure there was a time when England had Rio, Terry, Campbell, King, and everyone at their club would have probably said, my centre-back's the best. You can only pick two. And the manager has to decide which is the best partnership.
Unless you play all four. He finally took
was it Mount off for Foden?
Yeah.
Probably. Like, it's dumb, man. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's so dumb. Like, Mount ain't been doing nothing.
See, Sean C's maybe right. Are you expecting him to come out and blitz Denmark?
I'm expecting to come out and see something. But I'm expecting to come out and see some something. Like, I ain't seen nothing since the first half.
But England are playing a good side. And they're defending very well.
They're not the best.
They're not the best, but England's not the best either. Like, I think England are playing a corner from Foden. Maguire, I think, won that. Or was that? I think it was Maguire. No, it wasn't.
All I'm hearing is names.
Oh, no.
Nothing.
Back in play. Grealish inside the box. Back to Sterling. Shifts. Sterling over the bar. I just think England are a good side. Denmark are a good side. And it was always going to be a close game. I think I can't say, look at this game and say, this is why Southgate ain't good enough. Because you should be beating. If this was Ukraine, I get it.
He should be beating this team. I don't care what you say.
And he might. No, he might.
No, but he's not going to.
They're very solid. They're very solid.
He should be beating this Denmark team.
He might. England's attack the match isn't over.
England's attack is
what?
Much better.
Better than what?
Listen, this attack.
No way, better than what?
Definitely be beating Denmark. Then Denmark, they should definitely be beating.
Yeah, but is it better than Denmark's defense?
Listen, they're good enough. Like, who's that?
Champions League winning Christensen, Premier League and FA Cup winning Kasper Schmeichel.
Premier League. When was the last time you won the Premier League?
He won it. He won it when he was alive. He won it.
But I thought he was a butler.
I never said he was a butler. I said Brendan Rodgers was a butler.
You said Leicester. No, you said Leicester.
Yeah, Brendan Bottle Job.
You said the players
are Bottle City. Brendan Bottle Job. And now that Kasper Schmeichel is rid of that bottle. I'm just saying.
You have to also remember, England never won a Euro. This isn't a country that is formidable for winning trophies.
This Denmark team hasn't won a Euros.
And now has his England team.
And nor has his England team.
Exactly. So you can't say that. You can't say that Denmark's won a Euro.
So, but what makes them weaker? If both current teams have never won, and Denmark in the past have won. The spirit of Peter Schmeichel
in the past
rests on his son.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even having this conversation anymore.
I just don't understand. Like, the match is still going on. Like, England can still win. It's not like they're 2-0 down first.
Listen, the game was done from they scored their equalizer. And here we are in the 99th minute. The match done. Nothing's going to happen since.
Well, someone has to go through, so it can't be done. Overlap.
Well, obviously penalties, but that's a lottery, man.
They're playing with 3 to 5 defenders. it ain't gonna be easy. Like it's just not. Italy went to extra time with Austria, who are not as good as Denmark.
Spain went to penalties with Croatia.
Switzerland. Went to extra time with Croatia. Penalties with Switzerland. Penalties with Italy. France went to penalties with Switzerland. England aren't great. They're a good side. I mean, I think maybe you're overrating the England team, and therefore underrating the job that Gareth Southgate is doing. I think you think
the guy
better than they are.
is crap.
Therefore, they should be blitzing all these games.
The guy's crap.
You can't be crap if you get back-to-back semi-finals.
We went back-to-back. Back-to-back. Nations League. Back-to-back.
People don't do that. People don't do that.
Listen. Hold on. But Klopp gets to finals and he's Jurgen Klopp. But this guy gets to semi-finals and he's doing such a wonderful job. Oh, get off of it, man! I don't want to hear
Gareth Southgate.
I don't want to hear it.
Gonna buy Van Dijk for 75 million.
I don't want to hear it, man. Get the agendas out of here. I don't want to hear it.
You're the one with the agenda. It stinks.
You lot will say that Klopp is a flop.
Penalty. That must be a penalty. Yeah, penalty. Oh yeah, definite penalty.
You say Jurgen Klopp is a flop. Get to 3 finals. But this man gets to 3 semi-finals. Oh, and we underrate him. Maybe he's doing a good. No, call a spade a spade.
I just got a pen.
No, wait, why not?
On the legs. Oh, the one from behind, isn't it? The one from behind.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
Yeah, I didn't see the guy from behind.
Javan, you think this England team is great? And I'm telling you, it's not.
No, I don't think they're great. No.
So how can this not be a good job?
Huh? I never said they're great. I never said they're like the best team in the world. But they can do much better than what they're doing now. And that's because Gareth is not good enough.
Wait. If they're not great, but they've got to the World Cup and Euro semi-final, how can you be doing much better?
The problem is Southgate here. I don't know what more you want from me. The problem is Southgate. Southgate is the problem. They can do even better than they're doing now.
Well, you're telling me they are great then, because they got to 2 semi-finals. The next step is to win the damn thing.
They're 1 kick away from heading into the finals of a Euro.
You actually think this team? Oh, that was brilliant from Sterling, by the way. Great play.
I think this team is good enough
to get to
be able to be up there. To be
but they are up there. It's 3 semi-finals in a row.
Oh, okay. So Gareth Southgate is the right man, and he's doing a good job.
Of course, he's the right man. Of course, he's doing a good job.
But Klopp gets to 3 finals and loses
and he
them,
kept his job.
And he's a flop.
No,
but it's not. Yeah, but him being a flop doesn't mean. Hold on.
Kane steps up. Save, but he scores a rebound. Harry Kane.
What is going on?
Harry Kane saves it and scores the rebound.
Oh my!
Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, he was nearly the hero. Kasper Schmeichel was nearly the hero.
Oh my goodness!
Kane was not to be. Who's that? Prince William? Is that it?
William.
Yes, William.
Yeah. David Beckham.
I'm only seeing it now. Kane steps.
I mean, respect Raheem Sterling because that was a good run to win that penalty. And
come on.
I mean, it was a poor penalty. It was, yeah. Because that's the kind of penalty that, as you were saying about the Raheem one, where you're like, well, if the keeper goes the wrong way, I'll score. But if it's the right way, you save it.
This can't go to penalties. This can't go to penalties.
That's not a Kane penalty.
Oh, he couldn't. He kind of spills it, you know. He did. I think he dives a little bit too.
He passed it. He dived past it,
and he brings his hand back to try and
hit the back of his hand.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Trippier wasn't looking, and then I think they missed it, and he kind of had to turn around and see the What I was saying is,
do you know how much luck that is? That is right there. Look at that.
That's a pressure penalty. Because Kane don't take any of his penalties like that. He hits all of his penalties hard and true. That's a penalty to send your country as a captain to the final of the Euros. That is pressure. And if he didn't,
listen, it's hard. It was hard enough for the keeper not to catch it. That's why
yeah,
telling you
that. No, I think it's just a technical in terms of he dive past it.
Mm.
If he missed it and didn't score the rebound, Javern, that's bottle. He bottled it because he's good enough to score from 12 yards, but he would have bottled it.
At the moment, he's just not good enough at that point. You gotta be good from start to finish, and not just in flash and pans. You have to be good from start to finish.
Why? Portugal weren't good from start to finish in any of their games at the Euros, but they won it.
No, but because they were good enough. They were good enough. They did what they had
start
to
to
do.
finish in moments.
In moments.
No,
in moments.
It's not. No, but you need to understand if they weren't good enough, they would have lost.
Exactly. No. But Gareth Southgate hasn't lost. Gareth Southgate hasn't lost anything. He's not lost one game.
What do you mean he hasn't? What do you
mean?
He's
not lost one game.
He hasn't lost one game in the tournament.
Okay. But that doesn't mean that he's the man for the job, because they should be doing better than what they're doing now.
How can you do better than not to lose? What's better than not losing?
They're
winning.
in. They've got 1 foot in the final.
No, he's not winning good enough.
What does that mean? What does winning good enough mean?
This is not good enough. This is not good enough. The best game I've seen under him, it was against Sweden, and even that was not Sweden. Ukraine.
Ukraine are up because Ukraine are the worst side they play in the tournament. Yeah, they should be their best game, but they beat Germany the game before. Like, I don't know.
Germany's not even Germany. Let's even talk about Germany.
You think this is prime Brazil, and they should be dumping these teams 5-0, and I'm telling you that they're not.
I don't think they're prime Brazil, and I'm not saying they should be dumping 5-0.
Exactly what you're saying.
This should be 2-0.
Why? Why should it be 2-0?
This game should have been done. This game should have wrapped up. Why is it in extra time?
Did Denmark pay their way to the semis, or did they earn it by winning their game?
This game should have been wrapped up.
You don't answer my question. Did Denmark pay their way to the semis, or did they win their game?
Like I said, Christian Eriksen tax. I guarantee Christian Eriksen not have that the thing that happened to him, and I guarantee they wouldn't even be here right now. They wouldn't be in this
see, you're right. This is why no one likes England. They feel entitled. You're right. I was wrong. I thought it was slavery and colonization and all of that, but it's actually because they think they should be beating Denmark 4-0 in the Euro semis. I was wrong.
I never said 4-0. I said it should be 2-0.
I admit it. I was wrong.
It should be 2-0.
My bad, Sean.
Should not be struggling through this. This is not good.
Why not? You are disrespecting Denmark.
Oh, like Michael was disrespecting England. It's okay for him to disrespect.
Sorry, who?
Smarkle.
And now he's paying the penalty for it. Literally paying the penalty for
it. So it's okay for him to do that.
No, but for Smarkle, it's only okay if he wins. Now, if he loses, it looked like, you talked the talk, but you couldn't walk the walk. It's like it's one of them things, and like the way football is, you can't always predict it. I mean, I predicted England. I predicted England will win 2-1 in extra time, but not everyone predicts it like I did. But
I hear what you're saying, but it was a free kick. This game is the quality of Denmark has shown.
Sorry, let me just
all it did was a free kick.
It was a soft penalty, but when you're running, and I'm not saying it was at blistering speed, but he's going in and out. If a man comes in and touches his knee, I mean, you have every right to go down in a Euro semi-final. Like, you're gonna go down. It's a soft penalty. I'll tell you that it's definitely a soft penalty, but I don't think it's a wrong decision. I think it could have gone either way.
You know what? It's one of them ones. It's one of them ones.
They haven't done anything much to say why they deserve to be here.
Who scored 2 goals to win the game?
One stupid. What do you call it? Fluky, jammy freak. Oh, give it a rest, man. If they did the baddest play, the sickest play, and it was good, proper, and they banged in a goal or two. Calm, innit? Denmark deserve to be there.
That's not football.
And England are bad. And
That's
I will
not
say
football.
that, and I will put my hands down and I will say, you know what, Denmark are the better team. But right now, this game, I'll say England have it's just been better, and it's just not good enough.
What's not good enough? I'm not understanding. What does that even mean?
A bit better, so they're winning the game and they're getting to the final. What more do you want them to win it? You want them to win it in
They should have won it in normal time.
Why?
Why?
What does it matter? What does it matter?
What do you mean? What does it matter? Because
It's-
they are good enough to win it in normal time. It should not be
Yeah, but
forced
they didn't.
extra time.
But they're not. But they're not good
No,
enough.
what's
to
it-
win it
So
in
what's
normal
that
it-
is not
They're
good
not.
enough.
They're not
Who
good enough
told you
because
they're
they
good enough
didn't.
to win it in normal
They're
time?
not good enough to win it in normal time. That's what proved it. They are not good enough to win it in normal time.
Why
Denmark
do you
just
think-
locked out the thing.
Wait, why do
Just
you
stand
think they're good enough
out.
to win in normal time?
Sorry?
Why do you think they're good enough to win in normal time?
Because if you look at, I'm talking about from the game that I've seen, Denmark, the goal that they scored, yeah,
Yeah.
straight from a what you from all I've seen, from the most threatening thing was the damn free kick. That's it.
Sorry, okay.
Grealish.
Not good
Grealish.
enough.
Hold off. Grealish. Hold off.
Grealish.
Hold off.
Ooh. God,
You see, this is what I mean. This is disrespect.
What do you mean?
And you telling me this is the right man?
Hold
It's
on.
disrespect.
Hold off.
Wait. So a man who's got
Disrespect, man.
two major tournament semis, you cussing is not disrespect. But him taking off Grealish, who ain't done nothing,
Disrespect.
who ain't done nothing to
Disrespect.
put himself into.
What? So why
England
Grealish?
folklore.
Couldn't it be? He bought Grealish on, and now you're
Yeah,
gonna take
and
him off.
he
That's
took him off.
disrespectful.
Job done.
He brought him on, he
Job
took
done.
him off.
Job
Boom.
done.
Wait, no, stop. Wait, Ramsey,
Boom.
1 second. No, you're a
Boom.
fraud. You're a fraud because when Tuchel did it to Callum Hudson-Odoi, you're talking about why are Chelsea fans complaining? The manager knows best. How good is Callum Hudson-Odoi? You are a fraud. You're fake outrage. Fake outrage. So what was the energy with Tuchel? What was it? Where was the energy? He hadn't won a Champions League at that point. He'd only bottled the final. Where was the energy for Tuchel? You didn't have it. You didn't have it. So why are you having it for Southgate? I call you in 4K, bro. 4K. I need answers. Why is he ducking his head? You missed the goal. You're not looking at the screen. Can I get an answer? Where was his energy for Tommy T? Where was the answer for Tommy T? I can't
Here's
get
a
an
disrespect. God, if that's what the manager wants, what can we do in it? But it's still a disrespect. Whether it's Tommy or Gareth Southgate, it's a disrespect. Unless the guy is absolutely doing beano, pants, jack, dog. It's a disrespect. And this just goes to prove he just doesn't like Grealish. He doesn't like him. And fair, isn't it? Just come out and say it.
Or is it that Grealish has got a specific job, and once that job's done, he gets changed to someone else?
Why couldn't it be someone else that got taken off?
Because the job that
Why not
Grealish has
Kane?
done.
Huh? What? No, Kane got the goal. They don't need to score. They just need to sharp shot. Why not take off Kane?
Because Kane's better
Because
than
Kane
Grealish.
works back.
Yeah. Bogus, man.
A Danish team who's resilient, strong, robust, and organized, hard to break down, passionate, was a hard game for anyone. So yes, we ain't played the best, but it will be a good win. England, tick. Let's think of it this way. This Denmark team would pipe the Spain team and give Italy team from Monday a good run. Sean says, what was the last national side that played great football? Brazil, early 2000s. Yes, 2002, Brazil was the last tournament where you can say they blitzed the opposition. Now, there might be a game here or a game there where it's like, cool. That player, obviously that match was brilliant. But other than that, Germany in 2014, I don't know what their games were before that, to be fair, but they beat Brazil 7-1 in the semis, won the final in extra time. France started the tournament very slow. They had two great games. The 4-2 in the final, and I think it was 4-1 against Argentina in the quarters. But outside of that, it was regiment. Spain, they just played the way they play, possession, 1-0 their way to a lot of their results, other than the final. Like this pragmatic style of play, which I'm surprised that Javan's having this thing because you love it. You praise Mourinho, you praise what's his name, Conte, because it gets results. England got to 2 semi-finals playing pragmatically. I'm baffed. I'm actually baffed. And I'll clip it. I'll capture this for you, Javan.
All it is that Southgate's got 1 foot in the final, isn't it? Southgate has got 1 foot in a European final, in an international final. Can't. When was the last time? Wait, is the last time England got to a final? 1966.
Listen,
yeah.
They should have been from there before 19 minutes.
My mum born day up 2 months after the final. That's how back long England ain't reached the final for. England are 10 minutes away from a final.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes away from a final. Huge.
You mean half an hour? 10 minutes is going to feel like half an hour.
Pickford's left footed, isn't it?
Yeah. But I mean, yeah. The thing with Denmark is that they've not really looked that threatening going forward.
I'll say
that's the point I'm trying to make here, man.
But defensively, Javan,
yes, Javan, that they're not good enough to that one goal flatters them, man.
Yeah, but that's not to do with them defensively. It's not to do with them defensively. Defensively, they're brilliant. Kasper Schmeichel part of that defense. Kasper Schmeichel part of it. Kasper Schmeichel's made 2 great saves.
Yeah, the Maguire header, Sterling. Like
England should have been clear if it weren't for the goalkeeper. So
he's part of the game. The keeper's part of the game.
Part of the defense. You got to respect they're dead. And this is the thing. I said this the last stream. Denmark have a great defensive record coming into this tournament and during this tournament. They've been good. They've been solid. So like when that happens and you come against them and you can only score 2 goals, which I don't even. I think only other team to score 2 past them was Belgium, De Bruyne, and when they in the second half. Like, I mean, and even Belgium struggled in the first half against them.
Yeah, until they brought on De Bruyne.
Yeah. So
I think you're being disrespectful to Denmark. If I'm going to be honest, I think Denmark deserved to. It's like the whole Spain-Italy, Spain-Italy thing. Because Italy were the best team in the tournament, people were like, yeah, Italy's just going to blitz them. I'm like, they might blitz them, but Spain deserves to beat. Well, one way or another, they do what they had to do to get there. So they must be decent. And they proved to be more than decent. I say more than decent. On the day, up for 120 minutes.
Listen, I think for me, if England make the final, and there's no guarantees they will right now, but if they do, 10 minutes to go, and they lose the final to Italy, I can't even be mad. I can't even be mad.
You can't. It's been a very good tournament.
Can't even be mad. Yes, you're so close. Yes, you're nearly there. But then you play against an Italy team.
You play another team who also got there and who are also so close. Sterling.
That's why I was.
Sterling gives it to Kane. Kane for the golden boot. Doesn't shoot.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. I said that.
What are you saying?
Once you're in the final,
what are you saying?
Once you're in the final, it's a 50-50, innit? And if this happened in the final, it's a different story because it's a cagey game. You're here to win. But this has got to be done in 90 minutes. This has got to be. Like this Denmark team, because I'm from the game that we've seen, Neeks, man. I've said this, I'm repeating myself now.
What game have you seen?
The game that we're watching right now, England have been on top the best. They should have won this in normal time.
Yeah, why should they?
Because they had the better chances.
Are they playing against nobody on the opposition? I'm not understanding.
It doesn't matter about nobody. They've had the better chances.
They've got 5 defenders,
and they have. And I think these
that might be another penalty.
Attacking players are good enough.
But you're saying you think, but that's the point I'm making. You're overrating them, or you're underrating Denmark's ability to defend, which I don't understand why you're doing, because in this tournament they've proved they've got the ability to defend. They've been very good. They've been very solid defensively. And England's not been blitzing teams either. So you've gone into this with this false expectation, and I can now I get why you're angry.
Like I said, I am not saying that they should have blitzed Denmark. I did not say that. I just said if the scoreline is 2-1, this should have been in normal time. It does not have to be dragged out onto extra time. I feel like they're good enough to.
Good, you say that. Good save by
Like everyone's just taking my words and twisting it to how they feel I'm trying to say when I'm not saying any of those things.
You have an agenda against Gareth Southgate, and anything he does other than win the trophy isn't good enough. And I think that's very, very harsh. I think that's all it is.
But it's okay for Jurgen Klopp, like I've said before, to
let's do the Jurgen Klopp thing,
and it's not harsh. And it's not harsh.
Wait. Sorry, but nobody said, but I didn't, and I don't know if Ramsey did, sack Jurgen Klopp because he lost the Europa League final.
No.
Yeah, he's a flop. He's not good enough.
He was a flop in the final.
He was flopping.
But
nobody said get rid of him.
Oh, yeah.
Get rid of him.
But Gareth Southgate gets the 3 semi-finals and loses them all. But I don't hear no one saying flop.
You're saying it. And but the difference is, Gareth Southgate
What's the difference?
No, I'm trying to explain what difference.
So tell me why Klopp's a flop
I'm trying to,
and Gareth Southgate ain't.
I'm trying to explain. Because Jurgen Klopp has bought.
Oh, here we go.
Alisson, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Salah. He's literally bought the team that he wants, barring 1 or 2 that he may have missed out on. Southgate says, I'm the England manager. Kane's through, keepers out. Oh, Kane blocks it. What do you call it? Guys, I'm the England manager. Let me just pick the teams that the players that are available. He don't have a free reign on any player across the world. He has to pick what's available in England. He's lost to Netherlands. He's lost to Croatia, and now he's beating Denmark as we speak. Chance at the back post, cleared by Maguire. You're saying he should be sacked. I didn't say Klopp should be sacked. We're not the same. We're not the same. So you want Harry Redknapp in? That's what it is. You want Harry Redknapp back? Who do you want? Tommy T?
I don't know, man. I don't know nothing.
But I didn't say you don't know nothing. I disagree with your
opinion. I said I don't know nothing. I said it.
No, now you're being salty and Sterling. No. God. I disagree with you. You disagree with me. I didn't say you don't know nothing. But if you think you don't know nothing, who am I to tell you that you do? Okay.
It's coming home right now, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's coming home.
Let's see. Flopping is harsh. Factually, yes, but we was underdogs in the finals. Who did you play? No, not the Sevilla one. You should have beaten Sevilla, especially if you were 1-0 up. But yeah, the Man City Carabao Cup and the Liverpool, the Real Madrid final. Yeah, you're definitely underdogs.
Yeah, but you
also lost some cup
flop that. Keepers, Karius, goalkeeper, the Jurgen Klopp chose in that final was a flop. He was a flop. He flopped Benzema, the ball to Benzema. He flopped at Gareth Bale's on the Gareth Bale shot.
That makes sense. In one breath, he's a flop, but in this breath, Gareth Southgate is not a flop because he didn't pass 2 semis. I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right, but that's like saying.
Be a flop.
All right. Let's. Okay.
No. It's a flop. At the end of the day, he didn't get past the semis twice, and he's not a flop. Klopp doesn't get past the finals 3 times, and he's a flop. Come on,
Aston Villa didn't win the Premier. Aston Villa didn't win the Premier League this year. Did they flop? There's different expectations depending on humanity. It's not just one rule across the board. If Man City failed to win the Premier League, they've flopped. If Leicester get 4th but don't win the Premier League, you don't say it's flopped. It's not just one rule. What do
you mean? Everyone says that they flopped the top 4.
No, but I'm talking about if they don't win the Premier League, you don't say they flopped because they didn't win the Premier League. You're comparing a manager who's come from winning back-to-back Bundesligas. He came into Liverpool with an expectation, and lost in the minor tournament against Sevilla and lost 2 finals in his first year. Did a good job, but lost 2 finals at the end. Southgate came into an England side.
You can't say he's a flop because when was the last time
Southgate came
Liverpool
to
were
an
at
England
that
side.
position?
Southgate came to England side that were finishing bottom of their groups and getting knocked out to Iceland.
And same with Liverpool. Liverpool were
Liverpool
in
the year
an
before.
absolute rut.
No, the year before Klopp joined, they finished second in the league, nearly won the title.
No, but they've been in an absolute rut. What have they won
No,
for
they
how
weren't.
long?
No, the
England have been in a
the
rut since
last
1966. They've been in a rut since 19. No
Yeah,
final.
but and Liverpool were in a rut too. And Liverpool were in a
Liverpool
rut
are
too.
5-time
And he's
European.
come.
Liverpool are 5-time European
Okay,
champions at the time when
but
Klopp
they were
came.
still in a rut.
England
They were
have
still in
won
a rut.
one World
England were in a
Cup
rut.
ever. One World Cup in 1966.
And you
All
know
right.
what? It's fine, isn't it? It's
All
fine.
right.
We don't even have to
Man
go
City win the
it's
Carabao
clear.
Cup next year.
It's clear. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine.
Man City win the FA, so the Carabao Cup next year, and I don't know who's in the Championship. Who got relegated this year? Who got relegated from the Premier League? I don't know. Who went down? Fulham? No, Fulham came up. No, Fulham go down this year. No,
Yeah,
Fulham went down. So Fulham get promoted. Man City win the Carabao Cup. Do we say Pep hasn't flopped, but Fulham did because they didn't win the Carabao Cup that they were in? It's like it's just two different. You can't just judge. You can't say because one.
We're not
flopped,
talking
Sterling
about
was
the
great,
team. We're talking about the
Sterling got going to overlap, but he's gone by himself. He should have gone for the overlap. Sterling. Trippier was up.
Like I said, innit? I hear what you man are saying, but you man don't want to hear what I'm saying,
Sterling,
and
but-
it's fine, innit?
We expected Southgate to be pragmatic and play not good football. Then we can't expect good football.
Sterling's had a good game.
Doesn't that for me? Who's Sterling?
Had a good game.
Yeah, man, the match, man. He's been brilliant. I expect what was expected. I expected England and both of them to be solid, and England to nick it by 1 goal. They've both been solid, and England are looking to nick it by 1 goal. 25 seconds to go. 21 seconds to go. 21 seconds to go. I mean, I've never seen so much hate for a man who's about to lead England to their first final since 1966. Get your England shirt out. Send your address to Christopher. He's got one coming for you, Javon. He has got one coming for you. Where is your flag? 2 seconds to go. It's over. England. No, it's not. It must be now. England are there.
It is now.
They're in the final. Gareth Southgate has the much maligned Gareth Southgate has brought England to their first final since 1966. Some of you lot's parents weren't even born. I was not even a speck in my dad's eye in 1966. And Gareth Southgate, the villain who missed the penalty when England were knocked out of the 1998 World Cup, has come to lead his country, not just to 3 semi-finals in a row, but to 2 semi-finals and a final. England are there. Wembley celebrates. All the England fans have been proven wrong by Gareth Southgate, except Javern, who is adamant he is not the right man for the job. And you know what? Everyone has a right to their opinion, as wrong as it might be. They have the right. And who am I to tell them otherwise? But well done to England. Well done, Gareth Southgate. 2-1 after extra time. Damsgaard with a great free kick to open the scoring. Own goal by Simon Kjær to make it 1-1. And Harry Kane with a penalty rebound after Schmeichel saved it, who's on my bench in fantasy football, would have got me a hell of a lot of points for that penalty save. God damn it. Didn't change Kane back to captain. God damn it. But here we are. England are through, and they will play Italy on Sunday. The chance to make themselves heroes. Thoughts?
It's fucking coming home, lads. It's coming home. Let's go. It's coming home.